Peace, reflections. Hit the like and subscribe button. You are over here with Sarithia. Welcome to the night school. If this is your first time over here, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, hit the follow button, depending on which platform you are on. We are here doing our do it yourself shadow book affirmation book reflection. This book is literally here to help us evolve to our best version. 3 months from now, we are going to look back on this book reflection. We're going to see how we have evolved out of this cycle. Okay. Now, with that being said, you can actually use a journal app or you can use just any book with blank pages in it. Okay, something so we can actually go back and look at on. Okay. So, with that being said, reflection, if you missed my other video, we was talking about the law of karma. Definitely go and check that video out. All right. And again, we have our other journal entries. Go to the night school playlist tab and definitely check out those other journal entries so it'll kind of catch you up, reflection. Okay. Remember, we are doing 33 journal entries. All right. Don't quote me, but are we on 20? I think we're on 20, reflection. I think we're on journal entry 20. Okay. So, with that being said, let's keep going. Now, today or tonight, whenever you hit this video, we are here talking about making good choices. Making good choices are a key, reflection. Now, we all have to go through our trials and we all have to go through certain tests to reach our testimonies, reflection. Okay. We cannot evolve if we don't have things thrown throughout our pathway. We cannot evolve, reflection, if everything in our life is picture perfect. Okay, we are in a land of illusions, reflection. So how can everything really be picture perfect if you don't have sunglasses on? You have to take those sunglasses off to really see the reality that is around you. Okay, now when we speak of the reality that is around you, we are talking about self-reflection. We're not talking about anything outside of self. We are talking about self, okay? Because self controls your choices. When you go and you say, let's say you make a decision, reflection, you can't blame that decision on that person, this person, and that person. Yes, they may influence your choice, but they didn't make the choice, okay? Now, in our other video, we also said that there is a choice in every situation. We're going to talk more about that as well. Now, with that being said, I'm not here to waste your time. Let's get started. Now, the first entry in that we're going to put in the journal is more power is more responsibility. A lot of people, reflection, they will ask, especially when you're going throughout your journey, reflection, they will seek more power. They will seek more power, but with more power comes more responsibility. You cannot carry yourself reflection and have the same mindset that you had before you conquered this power. Reflection, I mean before you access this particular power. Okay, so more power is more responsibility. A lot of people, reflection, they don't like to take responsibility serious. They don't like to take responsibility serious. They just want the outcome. They just want to reap the benefits. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to be held accountable. You want to be let's say a boss, a person that's on a job. They want to be a boss. They want to be a supervisor. They want to hold that title, but they don't want to do all the things that it requires to be a boss. Okay, you just want to hold a title. You don't want to actually put in the work. That's not a good boss, is it, reflection? Okay. Now, remember, you are directing your movie. So, what type of director do you want to be? Okay, so think about that, reflection. You are directing this movie. This is your movie. Okay, when you walk off the stage, all the actors and the extras, they're gonna walk off with you. Okay, so this is your movie. What choices are you really making to better this movie? Okay, so more power comes more responsibility. All right, so you can't move how you normally move because you are the director of this movie. You can't move like the actor. You can't move like the makeup lady. You can't move like them, reflection, because you are the director, and with more power is more responsibility. Okay, now with more responsibility requires more accountability. Okay, responsibility and accountability, they sound alike, but those are two totally different things. A lot of people can't acknowledge responsibility, but after you acknowledge responsibility, you have to know how to take accountability. Okay, so let's talk about accountability. Going back, let's just use the job as a scenario. Okay, so what do you think about that? A person that's on a job, reflection, they want to hold the title of being, let's say, HR, human resources. They want to hold the title of being human, to be a HR, to be over human resources. Okay, but when it's time for you to go in there and they need to correct your check because they are over your check, reflection, they're over all of this. You should have analyzed this before you punched it in. Yes, before it hit my bank account, I needed you to double check this and double check it again. Okay, because this is your responsibility. Now, if my check is wrong, then you have to take accountability because this is your responsibility. Okay, you get what I'm saying, reflection? So think of it on a level like that. The more responsibility requires more accountability. So certain people want to hold certain titles, reflection, but they don't want to take responsibility for what comes with those titles. Okay, when good things come with those titles, you want to be acknowledged for, you want to take accountability. So when bad things happen, you need to take the same accountability. But we are talking about within your movie, reflection. So when certain things are happening, I always say it's happening for you, and it's not happening to you. It's happening for you, it's not happening to you, reflection. So what does that mean? Accountability. If you have ascended, if you have rose up out of your root chakra, reflection, and rose all the way up to your heart chakra, you have more responsibility. Okay, and with that more responsibility, the choices that you make, reflection, you are going to have to be held accountable for them because you know more. Okay, you know more. That's like a person that's in a higher position. You know better, so you're supposed to do better. Okay, you can't say, oh, I didn't know. Yes, you did. Okay, so that's a part of taking accountability. So when we stop blaming others for certain situations, reflection, and just take accountability, because we know with more responsibility requires more accountability. So the higher that you rise, understand that you can't do the same things that you used to do, reflection, because it's more responsibility. Okay, now there's a choice in every situation. Remember that there is a choice in every situation, whether it's good, whether it's bad. It may not be the most favorable choice, it may not even be the choice that you see that you could even make your way out of it, but there's always a choice, reflection. There's always more than one method to get to the answer. Okay, it's never just one method to get to the answer. Okay, so always remember that. Even though some choices, they can seem like they are not our most favorable choice, just because it's not the most favorable choice doesn't mean it's still not going to get you to the outcome. Okay, now let's keep it going. You just may have to take more responsibility and accountability to get there. All right. So our first entry that we're going to write is step back and analyze your choices. Okay, step back and analyze your choices, reflection. Okay, when things are starting to seem chaotic around you, reflection, stop for a minute, breathe, and analyze your choices. Sometimes we can move real fast, and we know over here at the night school what comes fast, reflection, nothing but a crash. That's the only thing that will come fast is a crash, reflection. Microwave dreams never last. You have to put in the work. All right, so sometimes we have to step back, reflection, out of the matrix and analyze what is really going on around us and what choices did we make to get there. Okay, now the first question that we need to ask is, what are the consequences of these choices? Before you make a choice, reflection, think about what are the consequences of this choice. It don't take long, reflection. Your mind can process very quickly. Okay, so that's just like you think, okay, if I go or if I spend $2 right here, then I ain't gonna have this. It don't take you long to register, do it, reflection. Okay, so what are the consequences of this choice? Think in your head, reflection, before you just up and do something. What are the reactions to my action? Okay, because every action has a reaction. All right, so the next question that you're going to write is, does this choice align with my vision? Remember, we have choices in every situation, but does this choice, we know the matrix will come and try to distract us when we, especially when we're doing our shadow work, especially when we're trying to become the best version of ourselves. The matrix will come back, reflection, distractions will come back, reflection, just to pull you back to that root chakra energy, just to pull you back to that depressive state, just to pull you back to this state of uncertainty. Okay, we can't be their reflection, because if you stay in those states, then it will literally consume you. Okay, now, and you will never reach the end of that rainbow. You will never reach that pot of gold, reflection. Okay, why do you think I got all this green up here? So, with that being said, reflection, I definitely want to come over here and talk about making good choices, making good decisions, because reflection, at the end of the day, we have things that can influence us, we have things that can throw us off our path, we have things that can distract us, but at the end of the day, who is directing this movie? You are, reflection, and with more responsibility requires more accountability. Until next time.